Hey guys, it's Jessica. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and got a lot of exciting stuff to say. It's April 23rd, almost 1 o'clock, Saturday. Spring is officially here. Yay! I saw a robin. That's how I know for sure it's definitely here. So, as you can tell from my hair, it's extraordinarily faded. The blue is showing through as kind of a green color. My roots are coming back, but it kind of looks alright, so I might keep it like this for like another week or so before I dye it back to blonde. So I just completed my first week of work at like a beer packaging warehouse, and it's great. It's 11.50, give or take, an hour. She said 11.50. That's what it says on the thing. That's what I'm going by. If it's not, I'm gonna kill her. um, Still on disability, but I haven't technically gotten my first check, and even if I had, it wouldn't be enough. Like, I'd have to wait 4 paychecks before I could go off, and that ain't gonna happen. So I'm saving all of the money. I'm not spending it. What I might do is go and get my bank statements today, send those off to welfare, and because they, might want a yearly review kind of thing. And I'm going out tonight to busk so that I can make some laundry change and stuff. I don't know if you guys noticed. I mean, the camera adds 10 pounds, but still, I've lost just a ton of weight. Like, there is zero jiggle there anymore when I flex, and barely any anyway, and it's kind of like crazy. Hold on a second here. Kind of like crazy how much weight I've lost. The shorts do not do me justice, but it's nuts. My boobs are smaller and everything. And I just ate, so I'm a little bloated, but whatever. My skin is, I think, slightly sunburnt, so I'm going to have to get some sunscreen. That's what needs to go on the list. My charity thing has been running officially for 3 weeks. I haven't gotten any donations, but people are liking my page and sharing my page. What I'm thinking about doing is subscribing to a whole bunch of people, and spreading it around on YouTube, my vlog, my page, making it my signature. That's what I should do. I'm also going to be figuring out my trip because I'm still dedicated to that. That's what I need to do. And I'm thinking, if I get the right amount of camping gear from the right places and write out a list of like a list of Tim Hortons along the way, a list of churches that feed people along the way, figure out all the highways throughout the territories. I mean, it's going to be a long hike, but even that I could do, right? So this job is so physically demanding. My hands are puffy, particularly this one more than this one, and I've been using hand cream, so it's a little bit less puffy than it was, but it's still a little sore and it's still a little harder to close. But that's okay. That's like the only thing that hurts on me today. And the first 2 days, no, my back, my legs, everything. So it's packaging beer. It's like a 9-week promotional program for like Budweiser and Corona and all this stuff, where we package them into backpacks and stuff. So there's people who have to unplastic the backpack bags, fluff them out so that they're, squared off. Then you toss them in a bin. When you have enough in the bin, you take them over to the rollers. And some people are clearing a whole pallet, excuse me, a whole pallet of beer. Why was that so hard to say? Onto these rollers, and then the people on this other part of the line take the bins, stuff the beer cases into the bags, throw them down the line, and then there's another set of people who zipper, and then they throw it down the line, and those get restacked onto another pallet. So it's excruciating work. The worst part, though, is the zippers. You wouldn't think so. You'd think, oh, all you're doing is this, but it hurts your hands, it hurts your back, it hurts like your ass if you don't have the right seat. And you just can't get comfortable. It does not allow for it. The reason why my hands are like this is because of bags and because of that. I've been lifting a lot of boxes of packages, and it's in packages of 30, onto the table. Then I've been using a X-Acto knife or whatever, a retractable one, to open them, flip them over, open it on the other side, dump them all there, and you have to keep up with the boys. And it's just like, I'm like one of two girls, one of two. And for a day there, I was the only girl among just all men in this big ass warehouse full of all sorts of types of beer. Oh, sad fact. They just crush, and never use these beers that if, like one of them happens to break or the case is too messed up, they just crush them. Let it take them home or nothing. Nope. Kind of sad. So there's that. And then I was going somewhere with this. Yeah, so I found out I'm really good at the bags. I'm good at zippering. I just hate it so much. I'm good at stacking. I'm good at stuffing. I suck at feeding because I'm a girl and I'm not strong enough yet and I'm not fast enough. And you have to, practice back safety. You have to crouch, pick up these beer, stand up, and then lift it onto the conveyor belt, which slows me down because I'm the only one who does it properly. Well, one of few who does it properly. And it's fine when the thing is like this tall to me. Those ones suck for me because I have to ugh. And I have bruises everywhere. I don't know if you can see that one. Alright. Yeah, there, you can probably see it now. Right in the middle. Hurts like a bitch. I don't know if I have any bruises here, but I have scratches everywhere. All the metal and shit. Yeah, so it's a physically demanding job. We don't get paid enough, but they give us incentives. Like sometimes they buy us lunch, and that's great and everything, but nobody really gives a shit about that one. I have gotten 3 gift cards because my team is awesome. 1 Tim Hortons card for $10 and 2 Sobeys cards. One $10, one $15. So it's pretty awesome. I'm starting to save the Sobeys cards because that'll help me with my trip. So we've had 4 incentives in 1 week. And my team, we set records. Apparently when they did this last year, this exact promotional thing, we've upped the production by 2-fold. 2 and a little bit times faster than the people from last year. And my group, we didn't win yesterday as far as pallet count, like the ones at the end when we're done, stacking them all up a certain height and shit. I need a cigarette. we kept on quota, which means that every line, and there's 4 lines, which is teams, has to create a certain amount of pallets, and we just maintained. We weren't great, we weren't bad. We had maybe 1 or 2 more yesterday, but nobody was feeling it. Everybody was like, we were exhausted ourselves. I'm such a lazy fuck right now. It was great. I love working with guys. And they just don't give a shit. It's great. However, usually, since Monday through Thursday, we always produced more than everybody else. If it wasn't 7, it was by 10. We produced record breaking, like in 1 quarter, so between like when we start and break, 1 quarter. So there's 4 quarters, hence quarter. What was I saying? Fuck, you'd think I was a pothead, and I'm really not. I'm just really tired. 1 quarter, we produced 17. That was record breaking, and that was beating our last record, which was 16, and the most anybody had produced in 1 quarter was like 15. So we did that. Then there was, just give me a second. Volume. Ugh, whatever. Chris is back. Anyway. So the most anybody had produced when I'd gotten there that week was 44 for a whole day. 44 pallets. We produced 50 the day on Monday or Tuesday. It might have been Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Wednesday we produced 56. And then we produced 55 the next day. Like, we were killing it. So we won the gift cards. Every team, is in the running for these gift cards. And it was excellent. Like, it was just amazing. They love me right off the bat because I work hard. And, they stack one team with the best of the best so that whoever ends up on the worst team, they can monitor and see how much they're actually doing and fire them or not fire them. And then there's the other 2 teams, and sometimes one of them sucks. Sometimes, the other one is good or almost as good as us or maintains. Like, the sucky one usually maintains. The 4th one, the really crappy one, usually is the one that they're monitoring and is way below count. So, to put it in perspective, the entire floor, all teams have to produce 80 pallets. So the days that we produced 55 and 50 and 57, those 3 days, we did more than half the work. We were working 75% harder than anyone else. And they loved me and they kept me. So I didn't, I've earned these bruises and these swollen hands and joint pain. I have earned it and they love me. So it's really great. I love the people on my team. Sometimes we have a crappy one. We let people know and stuff. There's this one guy, though. Even the really amazing people on my team. There's this one guy who's sometimes on our team who just wants to break our old record. We were the ones setting the records, and he wanted to keep breaking them. He's crazy. Like, he's crazy. He works fast and everything, but it's like, okay, yeah, on a Friday, when we've already, produced more than anybody else, screw it. So, that's everything I've gone through this week. I'm extremely exhausted. It's the reason why I'm not vlogging every other day or every few days. You know, it's supposed to be once a week, so I'm hoping I'll maintain that, maybe twice a week, because I have a lot of exciting things to talk about. I'm trying to do my charity thing here and there while I come home from work. And it takes me an hour to work and from work. So it's basically the work day is 8.5 hours to make room for the unpaid lunch. So it's basically 10.5 hours that I'm spending every day trying to get to and from work. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. It's so unfair, but it's, that I have to spend that much time on the bus. But it's worth it, $4,140 is worth it. I want to put 1,000 of that away for a start off to my education, and 2,000 and some on my trip, and maybe the 500 will be the float or the start off to being able to pay my own rent. And you know what? I was in the shelters for so long. I want to be able to give $1,000 to that charity. I would love to do that. I would just love to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. We'll see what this trip will cost me. We'll see. But it's exhausting. And Chris is back because I was really lonely. And, he's lending me his bus pass because I don't have any money to get to and from work. And he's going to help me with my trip thing by keeping me safe, having, times to talk every day kind of thing on Facebook, watching to make sure that I'm, I have a lot of friends that'll do that, but he'll also be taking my forms into welfare so that I can keep this place. This place is it's pivotal. It's pivotal in the fact that I have to save for my future. And, I don't love everybody here, most of the people here, but if I have any chance at becoming Prime Minister, I have to take law school, I have to take accounting, I have to do all of these things, and it costs so much money these days. If I'm going to have a chance in hell, I have to have a cheap place like this. And this small room keeps me from accumulating too much stuff. It means that I have to clean, I have to maintain, I have to do everything for myself and hard. And, it might not be the safest place, but I don't keep any of my money here, so it's good. It's really good. And the welfare fraud thing, I'm just kind of like, don't I deserve a fighting chance? After everything, after 4 years looking for a job and trying to get places and maintain those places when I did manage to, after going off and on and resisting going on disability, which I don't have. I don't have a disability, but they wanted me to be able to succeed, and they knew that that was one of those things. More money for rent, more money for this, that, and the other thing. And $535 a month, I could pay that with ease. With ease. So it's pivotal. It's very, very important. And I'm not going to file my income taxes for the first few months with Integrated. So the government can have that, and if I end up, getting caught and having to pay it back, that's fine by me. But I want to use the money that I accumulate from my trip to do the charity thing. I want to take this trip, so it's the last wild thing that I do except for tattoos. I don't do drugs anymore. It's it. That's it. In 7 months, the last time I was sleeping outside was in September. It's April. It's late April, but it's April. That means 7-8 months. Actually, exactly 7 months for me to get to the point where I take one of my GED tests, which, by the way, I passed with flying colors. The science test was easy. To pay off my debt with my bank, to have money in all of my bank accounts, to have a place, have a job, have everything exactly where it's supposed to be. Everything. Oh, there's a starling outside. And it's whistling. That's so cute. They're such a cute bird. Sorry. Okay. Anything small. Oh. Now it's clicking. Alright. So it's been 21 minutes. I'm super excited. I'm still reading. You know, I've got like a pile of books there that there's healing herbs, which I'm writing down the recipes for things and the effects and what things look like so that I know for sure. You know, I'm going to take like a whole bunch of dimes with me today and print off a bunch of sheets for my trip. I'm going to do all these things, plan all these things, and figure out all of these things before I go. I'm still doing the charity work and social networking. The Rabadaba, I have over 3,000 points. And I set it to the highest minimum payout, which is $500, which means 5 million Rabs. But you know what? I followed 3,000 people last night, and I'm posting, you know, at least 3-4 dabs every day. So I'm getting there. I am really actually physically getting there. I'm still doing surveys. I hate to toot my own horn, but I am fucking amazing. I really am. And I'm gonna succeed if it kills me. Which, if I do too much, it might. But, you know, I found out that my sleep cycle is 3 hours for me to get deep REM and come out of it. So 6 hours, 9 hours is perfect. It's exactly what I need. 6 hours is exactly what I need to be able to survive, which leaves me, you know, I usually get home about 6:30. Leaves me a good 5 hours to do everything I have to do outside of work. I'm happy. I'm living. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna accomplish my goals. I'm healthy. I'm getting thinner. I have, you know, just enough money here and there to be able to do little stupid things like this. I'm going to accumulate 4 different sections of things that I actually need, like office supplies, beauty regimen, and medications, you know, for the basic stuff. And then I'm going to accumulate, of course, the trip stuff. So far, I'm fantastic, people. I am absolutely fantastic. As always, I hope you're doing amazing as well, accomplishing all your goals. Much love, and I will talk to you guys maybe later this week or next week. Bye.